What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk Demon on Couple Music. So, guys, Kendra G is on fire with the passing of the late great Kevin Samuels, and with the void being in the market, Kendra G's Instagram dating show has stepped up. And let's be real, she was doing it before the ascension of Kevin Samuels, but now since Kevin Samuels has passed away and there is nobody else in the market doing it like her, Kendra G is on another level and bringing that show to YouTube, and also being on Instagram, and also being like a TV host, radio host. All of that culminating into one thing means cha-ching sound effect, Dima. Big time money. I mean, you look at her views on YouTube. I mean, she's doing a great job. She's taking the Instagram clips, reposting them on YouTube. Listen, the money is just going to continue to grow for Kendra G. I wouldn't doubt if she on YouTube and Instagram could pull over $200,000 to $500,000 a year, in my honest opinion. And I suspect that money is going to continue. But now she was recently interviewed because brother sent me a particular clip of Kendra G, and brother Lee Hubbard out in Frisco sent this to me, and basically Kendra G was asked about if she was in a long-term relationship, and if she becomes more successful, how she would handle it, right? Let's kind of go ahead and play that clip from the Black Millionaires Instagram channel, and we'll find out what's going on.
As I'm becoming more successful myself, I actually don't even know if I want to get married because of that one reason, because of the asset, right? And when you say marriage, people have an expectation of what your relationship should be. And, this is why I love Oprah so much, because Oprah, at a time where it wasn't as popular to have a life partner, said the confinement of marriage wouldn't work for her.
So guys, you see this here at the Black Millionaires channel, right? She says this: if she becomes more successful, she might not get married because she loves what Oprah did, having a life partner instead of a marriage. And so Kendra G wants to protect whatever she has. I don't know what she has, but there's a lot to be said in what she said. Kendra G is not a young woman anymore. She's closer to, by looking at her, still looking good. Kendra G has to be 40s, mid 40s, closer to 50. What is Kendra G really saying here? I want a life partner who most likely makes less money than me. Like Oprah and Stedman. Stedman was broke in comparison to Oprah. But what is she really saying? Kendra G can't get a man that makes more money than her. Because if she could, she wouldn't be talking about assets here, right? She wouldn't. Do you think these chicks who are dating these NBA athletes, are they saying, well, you know what? I want to protect the assets that I have because I don't want these richer NBA athletes to take my money. They don't say that. Want to know why they don't say that? Because the men can take care of them. They are appealing to men who want to provide them. But Kendra G is she's what I saw in the 90s, coming up in the Black community. She's a businesswoman first. She's go-getter, money getter first. And I'm not saying that turns a lot of men off, but now for a man that has a money and success, a woman who thinks like Kendra G, it's not going to coincide with a lot of successful guys. Successful men, especially in the Black community, for the most part, and most men in America, they're looking for a woman with a little bit more flexibility. If you want to work, that's fine. You don't have to, but that's fine. But I would like you to have more time for me. You see, Kendra G, the way her business is going and the way things are going, she's doing exceptionally more well now in the last year. She's chasing after the money. I believe that Kendra G has a Bentley or a Rolls Royce, something like that, properties and all that kind of stuff. She has to work to keep these things up. We all have to work, right? We're not rich like some people are. But she knows that if she gets a guy, it's gonna be typically a guy that has less money than her, which is the guy who can marry her for the fact that I want to take what you have. Why? Because the men that make more money than Kendra G are already gone, are not interested. And this is what happens when you're a woman and you chase the bag first and you can't multitask. I have no problem chasing the bag because a lot of white ladies do it. A lot of white ladies chase the bag and Asian ladies chase the bag and they get married in college. I don't understand how come black folks can't do that. But when I went to Sac State, you saw all the time. One of my good friends ended up becoming a nurse practitioner. She was getting married before nurse practitioner school. You're not going to see that in the black community. Black women are going to look at that as, as a setback. Okay, I'm 45 now. All right, I want to get married. I'm ready to be some man's wife at 45, at 55. So the guys that are eligible, they're not going to be there. If you're a guy making $200,000 in a year, most guys like that are not going to be there. Okay? They're not going to be there. If you're talking about other countries, let's say the African continent, and you have the attitude, those successful guys are going, maybe have like 1 or 2 wives and it's legal. Forget about it. All right. The kind of guys you can get now is the same situation that older successful women end up doing what you see Erykah Badu doing. 51, you're marrying a guy that's 27. Kim Kardashian, Pete Davidson, Lonnie Love, James Welsh. You get to deal with the ultimate beta male, guy who makes less money than you, who will wait on you hand and foot that you end up resenting and you don't respect. He's the kind of guy that can take you for everything you have because he don't have any money. And if you make him a lifetime partner, well, you might have to pay him to do it like Oprah did Stedman, right? See, it's okay to date men who have less than you if they don't have nothing and you're older, right? The story changes. Oh, at first, I don't want no man who broke, but when they get rich and they have a lot of money and then the man don't have as much money as them, then it's okay to do it. That's the problem. Well, guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again. Another episode of Celebrity Check. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at all-time high. I'm out.